everyone, I hope that you're all doing very well. So in my last video, we discussed the vitamin A family, how they work, the differences between each type, and their side effects. In this video, I'd like to delve a little bit deeper and cover the topic of over-the-counter retinoids. This is a grey area within the cosmeceuticals industry because so many claims are made by these large companies without much scientific backing. I've tried to gather the little data that is out there, and I'll be informing you on exactly what you need to know to choose the right ingredients for your own personal skincare needs. As we said, retinols are a subtype of retinoids. Their favourable feature is that they have less side effects of peeling, irritation and redness, but they can still give similar results to stronger, often prescribed retinoids. Their effectiveness depends on several different factors. The first one being the number of conversion steps.
Vitamin A esters, like retinol palmitate, which is a combination of retinol with palmitic acid, have to go through a 3-step process to convert to retinoic acid. When these products are applied to the skin, they are not yet active. Your skin cells have to convert them to a retinol, which is then turned into retinaldehyde and finally oxidized to retinoic acid. Each step that you are further away from retinoic acid, there's around a 10-fold decrease in the efficacy of the product. That's why the use of creams and serums that contain retinol palmitate are usually not recommended, because they're simply not strong enough to be worthwhile. However, these vitamin A esters are known to cause less peeling and redness, because the closer the structure of the molecule used are to retinoic acid, the more the risk of skin irritation. The reverse is true with absorption and activation. For example, it is harder for retinol palmitate than retinol to get into the skin and activate.
The second factor is stability. All vitamin A derivatives degrade very quickly when exposed to air and sunlight. Fortunately for us, advances in nanotechnology have given us encapsulated versions of these retinols that degrade more gradually. This is exactly why it's very important to keep your products away from light and only use them at night. And the third factor is concentration, and the efficacy of retinols is highly dependent on this. The higher the concentration, the higher the conversion rate to retinoic acid, and often the more irritation you get with that. So if you're just starting out with them, begin at the lower end of the scale so that you can see how your skin reacts to this ingredient. It's important to find a dose that best suits your skin, because you want to be using this product for at least a couple of months to really reap the benefits. Studies suggest that you need to use at least 0.25% retinol or 0.025% retinoic acid for it to be effective. But there have been no well-controlled dose-response studies carried out to tell us exactly which dosage gives us the best results. You also need to be aware, because a lot of products claim that they have retinols in them, but they don't specify the percentage. So the dose could be so small that in reality it might not actually be doing anything for your skin. But don't worry, effective products definitely do exist, but you need to be watching out for the following profile.
Contains an encapsulated version of retinol, which protects against degradation, contains an effective concentration of retinol, and try to avoid retinoids in moisturizers, as the percentage of retinoids in these are way too small. I'll let you in on a secret. A lot of expensive retinols are at a similar price point regardless of their concentration. What you can do is buy the higher concentration one and mix it in your moisturizer to dilute it. This way, you have more power over working your way up to stronger retinols while saving some coins. You can then check to see that it does not contain preservatives like parabens, phenoxyethanol or sodium benzoate that may irritate the skin. Make sure that they're in an airless pump in a dark or opaque bottle, as they can become deactivated when exposed to light. Dermatologists usually don't promote the use of vitamin A esters such as retinol acetate, retinol palmitate, and retinol propionate as mentioned previously, because there is no significant evidence in the literature to support their effectiveness as topical anti-aging agents.
So by now you're aware of what ingredients to avoid, but let's move on to what actually works, starting off with retinol or retinaldehyde. This derivative is quite special because, as you know, it's a direct precursor to retinoic acid, so you essentially have to rely less on your skin to turn this chemical into a biologically active form. It's been shown to improve fine lines and wrinkles, and the best part of it is that it's very well tolerated by patients, even at higher concentrations. Furthermore, In vivo studies reveal that 0.05% retinaldehyde applied to the forearm and forehead for 2 weeks correlated with a decrease in bacterial counts. This effect was not found in retinoic acid or retinol when tested, and the authors concluded that this antibacterial activity is partly due to the aldehyde group at the end of the retinol chain. One type of retinoic acid ester is retinol retinoate. It breaks down into retinoic acid and retinol, making it active within just one conversion step. So far, studies show that retinol retinoate supports collagen synthesis 8 times more than retinol. It's also more effective on wrinkles and treats mild to moderate acne by fighting bacteria and reducing sebum production. The other type of retinoic acid ester is hydroxyphenochrome retinoate, HPR. You might be familiar with this as gram-active retinoid. This is the newest member of the royal family of skincare, and it binds directly to the retinoid receptors without the need of any conversion steps. According to the manufacturer's tests, there was a significant reduction in lines and wrinkles after applying 0.2% HPR around the eyes twice a day for 14 days. Now, this all sounds very promising, but there's a lack of independent studies to further verify such claims made by these manufacturers. You should also be aware that gram-active retinoid is simply a complex that includes the active HPR in a 1:10 ratio with another solvent. So when you do see a percentage of gram-active retinoid being quoted, be sure to divide that by 10 to get the actual percentage of HPR present. Okay, the sun is really doing the most trying to blind me today. Let me move. Okay, that's better. I'm really excited about this last one, bakuchiol, the new girl on the block. Is abundant in the seeds and leaves of bakchi. This plant has been used for many years in Chinese and Indian medicine to treat a variety of skin diseases. Bakuchiol functions as a natural analogue of retinol, so it switches on the same genes when you apply it to the skin as retinols, thereby increasing the activation of extracellular matrix proteins that contain collagen and hyaluronic acid. It doesn't actually have anything to do with retinoic acid, but it has a very similar mechanism of action. A double-blind study reported in the British Journal of Dermatology split 44 volunteers into 2 groups to apply 0.5% bakuchiol or 0.5% retinol daily. After 12 weeks of application, both groups showed significant but equal reduction in wrinkles and hyperpigmentation, but the retinol group showed more stinging and scaling. The findings of this study are promising for the use of bakuchiol as an effective anti-aging treatment with minimal side effects. However, these results need to be confirmed with the use of larger studies. So my verdict is that bakuchiol could be a valuable addition to your routine if your skin can't handle retinols or if you're pregnant. Additionally, unlike retinoids, they don't break down under UV rays, so you could potentially wear them throughout the day as well. Finally, I got a few questions about when you should start using retinols, and I can't really answer that for you, but what I can tell you is that from your mid-20s, you produce 1 to 1.7% less collagen every single year. So yeah, things really start to go downhill. Also, I want you to be mindful when using retinoids. Trust me, I also want baby smooth skin and have slathered on so many different products previously, only to be left looking like a snake molting. It was not a look, and no, I didn't feel like a new person after. You just need to give yourself enough time to adjust. Slow and steady wins the race, so don't go starting off with the highest concentration, because at the end of the day, the damage done can compromise your very precious skin barrier. I won't be recommending any specific products because what works for my skin might not work for yours. And obviously I haven't tried everything that's out there to know what's the best. I will, however, link down Renee's video, who I adore very much, and she's essentially reviewed a whole lot of retinoid products, so you might find that useful. Alright, thank you so much for watching, hope you enjoyed. I would love for you to like, comment and subscribe so that we can form a cute little community and geek out on skincare together. Don't forget to follow me on my socials so that you can keep up with my future posts. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.